Morning everybody, it's Monday morning and again what another lovely beautiful morning, but don't take it lightly because we're still going to have at least a week of single digit lower digit temperatures overnight. So come from Friday we should be seeing the double digits or close to double digits for overnight. So yeah, that's good news. Hopefully it stays like that as well, because I want to get the onions and everything brought down and get the onions planted out. But for today, I want to continue on from where I left off last week and get some other bits and pieces done, including the giant house here. So we're going to head into here and I'm going to get some running repairs done and also clear out the inside. I'm going to start by repairing this side. Now I said I was going to do the same as what I've done on the other side, and that's put the netting all the way down. But on second thought and having a look here, this has worked. Just folding it over, putting it on, stapling in. And I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows to do. I don't have to do all the way down there because it's all done. So I think I'm just going to do that. Nice, quick and simple, and it gives us time to get on with other tasks, and it's going to fix the problem I've got in here. I will end up having to eventually get the whole lot done one day, but for what I need for this year, that will do. But as you can see in here, absolutely highlighting bits of polycarb. That's all no good. I need to get rid of them, and then I'm going to continue on and get all of this sorted out. And I'm going to take this out of here today, and I'm going to pop it probably on top. I'll have to have a look and see where I can actually pop it, because I need that space in that corner. I've done that thing where I just crack on and carry on. Just get it done. So I've gotten the solar panel moved from there, and it is now currently all cable tidied and managed, sitting on the top. Now I've got a couple of extra brackets for this, but I need to find them. In the meantime, I've just cable tied. I stapled the cables so it's nice and tidy. So they go into there and go into exactly the same place where it was before, which is in there. It's pulling. I've got a full battery to start with now. It's pulling 14 volts here, which is great. It's all cable tidied and cable managed across the top of there, which is grand. It does mean that I've exposed one of the windows, so I'm going to get this plastic here cut up, and then I'm just going to staple into here. So as per getting stopped, Grandad Dave's came along and brought all the tomatoes in because he needs some space. And as you can see, some corkers in there. So I've got 2 trays there. And I've also got a full tray, I think 360 here. I've got a full tray here. These are sun gold. Look at them. They're drawn, which isn't good, but at least I'll be able to get them planted so far down, and then they'll have 2 chances. Hopefully they'll be all right the next few nights with the cooler temperatures in the warm greenhouse, because they're going into there. So I'm gonna go and get the onions now from Grandad's, the little ones. My big giant onions will be coming down from Friday and getting planted out this weekend. Sunday, most likely, if I can get down. So yeah, right, off to get the onions, and I'll go and crack on with the giant house. There we go, some red Baron onions, which are doing spot on. Well, it's full more. These are the ones that Kyle helped us with a few weeks ago. So they're all good. I forgot to mention that these, I think I forgot to mention anyways, these tomatoes were all sown on the 9th of the 2nd, so back in February. So that's how far they've come in about a month and a half. So yeah, all got plenty of drink, plenty of water. Right, let's get back down here. Lovely, it smells gorgeous in the sunshine. Take this as a good sign. Look at the size of that bugger. I call that Dean because it's massive. I'm going to help him get out of here. I mean, look, my finger for reference. The size of him. Him, her, it, they, them. Look at it. Right, help my get out and I'll crack on. Right, that's that done. Stapled in and everything that as well. There's a little gap there. Need some ventilation, didn't we? Not getting that last little bit done as well. Just stapled them all in. So that should be good. And I've pulled everything off this side, ready to start digging. So what I'm going to do the same on this side and get all dug in all one go. And I'll lift all of this out. Let's begin. That's inside here all done. It is also been fertilised as well. And I've got no more fertiliser left. Hey, so, yep. Oh, I need to sort that back up there. I'll get me blower onto that. But, aye, they're all done. That's all done. Lovely. Look at that. Fantastic. All we're doing for about 12 inches. Smashing. Right, I just need to activate the hen manure pellets, chicken manure pellets, which I'll do when I put the soaker hose back on and get some water in here. There we go. That's the soaker hose in and the bed ready to go all the way around, and it's weeping nicely. I also have a bit of extra hose there which I'm going to put underneath here, so I can just stick the hose in and leave that. That would be good to go. Something like that. So I've got it going around in figure of 8, and it ends right here, which is great. I was getting some extra hose ends from Amazon. It was quick and easy to do. So that is a quick little task, which will get all of that bed watered as well. And I can just leave the cover on. I'll just use the connector at the bottom there. Fantastic. And pretty much done, ready to plant out in here, which I'll probably strew straight away because then it's done. I've gotten my soaker hose and I've basically looped it around underneath each tyre, and then all I need to do is just plug it in and I can get on with other stuff while I'm watering. It's going to save a bit of time later on. So I've got this all done with the soaker hose, that's done with the soaker hose, that's done with the soaker hose, which is just plugged in on the outside, and as is this one, all done on the outside with the soaker hose, apart from the middle bit, which I'll do by hand. So yeah, cooking with gas now. I'll get them cabbages in and then I'll start prepping for the tomatoes to go in. With that, cabbages are in here, so there's 8 in here in total. They're all done. Anybody who doesn't know, the reason why I've got them in tyres is to help support them for the leaves when they get a bit taller up, because if you don't put anything in, they will just fall over. You can use tyres, or if you don't like the idea of tyres, you can also use pallet collars. So 2 pallet collars on top of each other. Look at all that bloody devil weed. And that's just from the holes. So God forbid, when I have to do the whole entire bed, it's going to be riddled. So if it does come through the weed membrane, I'll be coming in and being very careful with the curtail or the diamond, just to catch the tops basically. But I've also come up with a small, with a quick door. So already had nails in, all done in here. We'll keep it tight. Couple of screws. Let's just keep the butterflies out. Right, stick that down there. Stick that down there. Makeshift door. Well, job done. Right, onto the tomatoes. Time to get the Autopot system set up. So I've got the header tank up there, and I've got I bought all the stuff previously because I don't know where I put all the rest of the setup. So I've got hoses and I've got fixings and fittings. I probably need to get some more hoses, to be honest, and I've got some cable ties there, just cable tie the bits and pieces if I need to. Failing that, I've got some white cleats there which I can just cleat the cable to. So let's I'll show you what it's like afterwards. A little bit time later, and I've getting all them pipe work done, by on this side anyways. Bloody thumbs are killing. So in a minute I'm busy I've had to put a stopper on this side, and I'm busy filling up the header tank. And what this does is, this system and this setup is, these are like little valves. So when the valve gets lifted so high, the water stops automatically feeding into it. So that they're currently filling at the moment, so ideally you need a flat surface. And what that does is it fills the base up, as you can see in the bottom here, underneath here. It starts filling all of that up there. So the plants are always fed water from below, and they'll always suck the water up. So if I'm going away and hold anything like that, all I need to do is just fill that tank up, which is great. If I wanted to, I could pop a little hole up the side and fill another tank up and just stick it a little bit higher. It's all gravity fed, so there's no electric needed. These come in multiple different size systems. I got a 4-pot auto system to start with, but I was gifted a lot more when Mark Shepherd went to Australia. So this is the first time I've managed to get a lot of them in use. So I need to go and find the rest of the pots, because I need some more for my onions, because I'm going to have to get some more hose as well, because I think that amount there is only going to do for the other side here. So I need to find the rest of the pots as well. But I'll show you what it's like a little bit once I've gotten all this done, because I'm going to fill these up with compost, and I'm going to start planting the tomatoes out. There's sun gold on this side. That's the potting compost in, the Clover Professional. All in, all sorted. I've had to change a couple of the blue razors because they didn't, it wasn't shutting off, which is no good because it'll just leak out the entire contents of that barrel. But the rest of it's all absolutely fine. It stops. We've got water that's draining absolutely fine. Going into each one of these. I've got the compost in. I'm now going to put the tomatoes in here, and I've also found some marigold seeds from last year. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to sprinkle some in the front, and then you might get some free marigolds. We'll see what happens. Well, I was on the lookout for more pots. I found my original 4-pot system here, so I've got that to sort out and set up, because I did have that tank for the for that main system there. What I could do is, I've got a rather large tank here, got the flexi tank, which I could use for inside of there. So I could see how many I've got in total. I could put the onions in here, in them big pots, in the air pots. Take this down off the side, this side and this side. So things are coming along here. It'd be nice to have some ideas. It'd be nice to have these ideas before I do them, but guys, you should know me by now. I just wing it. Right, I've got 45 minutes, then I've got to head home, so I best get my finger out. Just show you, for those that have never potted up tomatoes before, it's very simple. You don't pot them up to there like that. What you want to do is, because first things first, take all the suckers off the side. We don't want any suckers. And then what I want to do is, I like taking the bottom leaves off. I like potting them as low as I can get them, because what will happen then is the air roots, there's little hairs on the stem of the tomato. What they do is they promote more roots, basically. So I'll just plant them up a bit higher, what they need, and then there'll be more roots, and that'll do one or two things. It'll get more water and feed into the plant itself by the main stem, and it'll also support it a lot as well as it's grown. So that's the first one in. I've now just got to get the rest in. Some gold tomatoes. I was going to say Shirley there. Don't even want to put any Shirley in, which is crazy. So yeah, some gold tomatoes. I'll roll in. I've got 8 on this side, and I'll see if I can conjure together 6 on that side or something like that. But we'll see what happens, and we'll see how long it takes for this tank to vanish. So I'll keep an eye on that. Black tank will do well, keep warming the water up and everything as well. But they're going to get their chance in here for the next few days. Well, I didn't get a chance to get them little onions out, but I need to have a think of where I want to put them. But I've had the call, it's time to get home. I'm walking back home now as well. Bit exercise extra on top of everything I've done today. Successful day today, head of the game. Back to work this week for the next 5 days, so I'll possibly not see you again until Sunday. It's an absolutely beautiful Friday afternoon. I've managed to get down to the garden after work. I've come down, I've opened the polytunnel. I've brought down loads of onions, and I've opened the polytunnel, and I crap myself. I'll show you the reason why. I opened it up. There's a bloody pigeon, sorry. Bloody big pigeon and all. Just sitting chilling, trying to get out. I'll have to catch it. I think it's climbed underneath the door, because I've had this shut. There's a gap in the bottom of the door here. I think it's climbed under there, so I'm going to have to try and get it out. There you go, and it's gone. See ya. But yeah, as I was saying, I've come down to bring the onions and other stuff down from home. I've got an absolute car full, so I'm going to get them in and I'll show you what I've got. That's everything brought in. And I've got my onions in here. I've also got the onions there as well. So I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on that side. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 total inside of here with another one there. I'm just going to leave that in a big pot. And then I've got another 5 there as well. I've also brought the beetroots. So yeah, they're all sorted. They're all right. I need to go and check on the watering because I know Grandad Dave's been. So just a quick check up. It's now Friday, Monday. I filled this all up. Grandad Dave has actually came in and watered from the top, but I've advised him and told him not to do it. Inside the bottom here, still got plenty of water on the bottom there, which is great, which means there still should be a little bit left in the tank. So after 5 days, this tank was pretty much full. If we'll have a look, it's we've got about a quarter of a tank left. And I tell you what, that water is warm. I'm going to fill that back up again, so I don't have to worry about water running here. And that's it. I've already told Grandad I'm going to set up the other ones, the other 8 that I've got on this side. I'll do that the weekend though. Oh, bless him, man. Just spoke to Grandad Dave and he said he's been in the bottom greenhouse. He's been in here and he's cleared out all the dead tomato leaves and stuff, and picked everything off. So he's made a start in here for us. Bless him. So thank you very much, Grandad. So I'll get to the point eventually. It stinks in here. I think it's this stuff here. It needs to be chucked out immediately. Ah, Christ. Right, I've watered everything down. So I've watered everything. I've watered the beetroot under there. I've had a few cold nights, so the cabbages are getting a bit of red tinge to them. Still green cabbage, don't worry about that. They don't just change. I've watered pretty heavily in this polytunnel, giving everything a massive drink, including the carrots as well, but I only put 5 litres of water in the carrots. I've doubled up with the rest of them. I filled that barrel back up again because it was empty, and I filled that up as well. It's a good heat sink, so that's all the way back to the top again, which is great. I'm going to get some stakes for these tomatoes. I've actually bought a couple of things as well, which I'll show you in a second. I've given everything water here. I've put them onions out of there. This bed's going to get watered and everything. In fact, I need to water those volunteer potatoes. Might as well do it. Say your job, do it. Done. Right, I've also bought some proper tape for the polytunnel. So that's going to be staying in here until Sunday. I'll get all of that repaired on the inside and possibly the outside if I can get up. So that's that. I have been buying other things as well, which I'll show you. What I bought, I said inside here, the cucumbers and things I wasn't going to be putting in buckets anymore. I still want to get them sort of raised a little bit up, but I want to actually get them in the beds rather than sitting in the pots. So I've went out and I've bought a load of halos. So they're really handy because you water from the outside and you feed from the outside, and you plant the plant into the middle like that. And if you wanted to do so, what you can do, these 3 holes here are for canes, and this bit here is for the cane at the top. So you can actually put canes in here, and then obviously it'll just go one section. But I've already got mine set up already on the inside here, but they will be very handy, so I will keep a hold of those. But they will be going into there, but I'll dig them in of course as well. So I've got, I think I bought, how many did I buy? 4, I think I bought 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, I bought 12. I might get some more, but I'll 6 for each side, because I'm sure that's how many I had previously, and then I can get the black and white plastic down once I've gotten the right amount for inside of here. Spaced out something like that, so them ones along there and them ones along there. So I think I'll get some more for the back. I don't know, I might get some for the middle, because you can grow tomatoes in them as well. I think we'll give them a shot. We'll get a few more. I'll get another, I need another 2 for there, another 4 for the back, so I'll get another 6. Right, that's the prep work done for this coming Sunday. I've got a little guest coming on Sunday. My godson Riley's coming because he absolutely loves gardening, and he's always wanting to come down and give us a hand, coming on the allotment, and he's he can't wait. I'm going to give him some tomatoes and everything as well, so he's going to be buzzing for that. So I look forward to that. And I've also potentially got Kieran, the apprentice, coming down as well, because he's going to be taking some of the extra veg that I've got spare, so he can go and put it on his allotment. So I'll see you on Sunday, where we'll get a fair bit of stuff done. Friday evening. It's evening before dark. I don't even know what time it is. I've come down to 6:15 and I've just cracked on basically. So I'll show you what I've been up to. I thought I've already got half of these Autopots already set up. I might as well set the other half up. So it was even easier because 4 of them were already done with the pipe work. So I only had to do these 4 with the pipes down here. So and then just put them in. I only had limited compost till I go down to the allotment hut tomorrow, see if I can get some more, but that'll do for them. These are Gardener's Delight on this side, and I've had them all set, I've had it all measured. It's a shame because I'm sure I've got some more of them tops somewhere. I need to find them, but in the meantime they're all working, they're all on, and I've also been able to source these valves, and so I can turn them on and I can turn them off any time I want. So if I want that side to be turned off, I'll just spin that round. If I want that side to be turned off, I'll just spin that round, and then there's no water soaring off from the tank. But as it stands, I'll leave that on. I'll leave that side on as well, and that's them done. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I've also done a bit of cable management as well. So I've put these cleats in that I've got, and I haven't cleated them all the way in, as you can see, with the nails. That's just so I can pull them back and I can get easy access to the cables basically. But that keeps them out of the way, and everything's absolutely fine the way in which they're going into the pot itself. But this greenhouse is now a gravity fed, self-watering tomato house. So that's exactly what I was planning on doing last year, but never got round to doing it. So yeah, now, I do still have some lower bases, so what I might do with them is just feed normally. I've got 10-litre pots which will fit into there because I've only got the 1 pot left there. So I might put some onions in these with the 10 litres, 10-litre flower buckets, put them into the bottom greenhouse, and then just water them manually. But yeah, it's been quite busy. I've also spotted on Amazon that the cameras that I've got here, the ones that do like the 360 degrees and down and stuff, they're on special offer. So 26 quid. That's without the SD card. I'll have to get an SD card as well. So yeah, I'll be setting that up tomorrow. Busy day tomorrow. I've got to pop the allotment shop when it opens, see if there's any more compost. If there's not, whoops, I'll find some from somewhere. I've also got, like I say, me godson's coming down for a bit to help out, and Kieran's come down as well, as I've already previously mentioned. So I've got all of that going on. I've also got obviously everything else I've mentioned to finish off and do as well. So make a list and get it sorted. Look at that, man. Looks lovely. That still more flowers to come as well. I love like the layering method sort of thing. When one dies back, the next thing comes up. It's absolutely great. I did also order some more of them halos as well, so they'll be coming possibly next week. So yeah, busy. Right, time to head back home. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. Now I know yesterday I said it was Friday. It wasn't. It was bloody Saturday. That's because I was at work. It totally got us totally confused. So I've already been busy this morning. I've picked little Riley up. I've got Riley here. Say hello, Riley. So Riley's come down, and so is Kieran. Kieran's here as well. So everybody's come at once. Little apprentice, big apprentice. So I've been down to the allotment hut. I've getting some compost. They don't have any of the black and white plastic anymore. Luckily I've still got some, so I'll be able to do the beds in the giant onion house with the black and white plastic. But I'm gonna have to source some new stuff out. So I've just had to get some weed suppressant for the big polytunnel next door here, so I can get all that done for the cucumbers and the tomatoes. But very busy this morning. I've came back down, obviously. I've had a look, and that tank is empty, which means one thing: this side is overfilling somewhere and leaking out. So I've just got the hoses and everything unset, and then we'll see what's causing the problem there. But let's see, list of things to do. Let's get it started. Right, first task is to try and repair this the best I can. So I'm going to do it from the inside and just tape it up, because I can't lean over the top and I can't get up to the top. So I've got the big tape here, which will cover a fair bit. so I'll show you afterwards. Well, that's all that's pretty much done. Just taking that side down so we can get access to it, and I'll just put it back up again. That's going to make a massive difference with the water not dripping down onto the centre bed. Have a look to see what Riley's up to, so I give him a task to do. How are you getting on, Riley? Doing well? Just chucking all the weeds out. I'm going to give that a dig over, aren't you? I'll get you a spade once you've pulled all them out. That's helping me loads, thank you very much. Right, that's 2 jobs ticked off the list of things to do, and Riley's been doing fantastic. He's getting all of these beds all cleared out and levelled, and the next task for him is going to put some of these onions into there, and that'll be the onions. So I'll show you what you need to do, and then I'll come back and I'll see how you're getting on. All right, so in this box here I actually put the giant potato so that I can get it rooted. So as you can see there, we've actually got some roots on here. So what I'm going to do with that now is I'm going to cut it up into the smaller sizes, basically take like the nodules off the side, put some yellow sulphur on the edges and actually pot them up into larger pots, and then once they've developed, then that'll be the potato plants for the giants. When it comes to growing giant potatoes, from what I understand, you have to basically fertile around. Once it gets so big, you've got to fertile around the soil so you can get rid of all the smaller potatoes off the sides and just basically grow one big potato, so the plant puts all its energy into that one potato. So that'll be the plan for that. But aye, good job. Right, time to get this all sorted out and the black white plastic put on. Then once that's done, and then sit the onions out where they're going to be going, and then I can get them planted in the ground. But I need to tidy up first. And done. So that's the outside's done. I've had to reuse all that piece on the back there because obviously I don't have enough, so it's like doubled up. So the holes that's in there won't be where I'm going to be planting stuff out. I mean, there might be, but I've only got 3 chilies to go along the back here. So the 3 long chilies. So the rest, there'll be onions down here, and there'll be onions down here as well. So I need to sort out how to get them planted out into here. So I'll get the buckets and stuff, and then we'll go from there. But we'll see what's Riley been up to. 2 apprentices are getting on, hands in their pockets. So hey, he's done a cracking job. Yeah, look at all them onions planted out there. Fantastic. Hey, good job, Riley. So we'll water them in, right? Because you always water in after you've planted out. So we'll get a watering can and we'll sort that out. And then we'll start tidying up, because you cannot leave a mess after you've finished. You need to tidy up your stuff, yeah? What are you laughing at?
You cannot leave a mess.
That's all put away.
Hold on.
Oh, I just forget about that at the back, but I haven't finished with them. Hey, I tell you what.
Blur that out.
You're not going to be welcome back. You can't let me. He can stop because he's asking for more jobs to do.
He's playing it down. He says he's only done 3. I've told him he's done at least 9. Got to count them separately, don't you?
Right, that's Kieran away. Kieran's gone. I kicked him out for his cheek.
You didn't.
I did. He kicked him for his cheek and he's back answering. Right, we're getting some dinner done because Riley wants his pot noodle, so we're going to have a cuppa as well, and then we're going to progress and continue on inside to get them potentially them onions planted out. Right, I've got my steaks. I've just cut these bucket tops up because I was just explaining to Riley there. I want to be able to know how far to space them out, but I don't want the bottom of the onions touching the soil that's in this bed, because I have had issues with white rot in the past. And what's worked for us is raising the onions a bit higher so that the base of the onion isn't touching the the compost on the beds, or the soil in the beds. So I've just cut these out. It also gives us a good indication for the spacing and what I need. I'll be able to sink them into the ground, and then with a bit of compost, when I plant them out, and then that'll be it all done and dusted, basically. So I want to space them out, see where they need to be, cut the holes, place them in, and then get ready to plant the onions. Right, that spacing looks about right. All the way down there. Then the next thing I'm going to do is lay these down. See how far they need to be. Down to the bottom, both back and front. And these are going to be the supports for the flutes of the onions. I'll get them set up with the canes. And that's one side done, 10 on one side and 10 on the other side. And Riley, he's been a really fantastic helper. Hey, tell you what, good job, son. Good job, yeah. Right, we're gonna actually start planting these onions out. We might as well. I'm gonna find me big dibber, and then we'll get them put into here, and then see what time it is after we get that done. That's one side done, 10 onions planted out, flutes all opened up, everything looking all right. I like it when they face the door so you can come in and they're all looking at you. It looks like they're looking at you anyways. But aye, that's one side done. Riley's done a really good job. It's been nice having them down today. It's been very helpful. So that's one side done. We're going to get the other side done, and then I think I'm going to have to call it a day. It's going to take a little time to get the rest of them ones done. But in the meantime, he wanted another job while I had 2 minutes. So what I'm getting him to do is to, inside of here, he's busy filling up the pots with some more compost. And as you can see on the inside, we'll have actually put some stones down. I need to get some more just to keep the heat in basically. And we'll also put the canes up as well. But you did a fab job, Riley. You've been very helpful today. Thank you very much. Well, I've had enough. I don't know about Riley. He could probably do this all day. It's been lovely having you today. Thank you very much for your help. You're more than welcome to come back next time, right? It's been fantastic today, so thank you very much for your help today, Riley. I'll show you what we've getting done and what the plans are going to be going forward, because I've got some new goodies and new toys coming in the next few days. All them onions on that side are all done and sorted. Fantastic. These onions on this side are all in the pots, and I've given them a drink, so they're all going to be in here. Now it is going to get cold next week, so I am thinking about bringing a little propane gas heater in here and just leaving it on pilot, just to keep it the temperatures a bit higher. But I'm going to have a test of that through the week and just have a look and see if it's going to be viable. But I've still got to come down after work one night, get all of these put in, which shouldn't take too long. And at the back here, I'm actually going to have the long chilies. I have 3 long chilies, so that's all done at the back. So yeah, that's what's happening here. I've been on the internet this morning, and I've getting a new tub, the 47 litre tub, which goes with these, and I've also got some more pipe and stuff as well, so that I can actually get these set up along here. And I'll pop the other onions up and then leave them in here, because it needs tidying up inside of here. Inside the blue polytunnel where all the giants are, what I'm going to do in here to help with the watering, I have purchased a solar irrigation Wi-Fi gizmo, which I can control from home, and this, that and t'other, and put how long I want it on for and stuff like that. So I'm going to wait for the pipe work to come and that to come, and I'm going to get that all set up inside of here. Just staple gunning the cable all the way around, and then I'm going to use, where's it gone? This stuff down here, which has got holes in it. I'm going to make loops, and then I'm just going to let that sink over the top of the carrots and top of everything else, and then hopefully there's enough power to be able to send it all the way around, so I can just turn it on for an hour if I'm going to be away for a couple of days or anything like that. So I'm going to see how easy I can make water in this year and how controlled I can get it. Inside the middle greenhouse, which is the tomato greenhouse, we've got the 8 sun gold on one side and we've got the 7 gardener's delight on the other. They're all done now. Like I say, I've fixed that problem. I've changed the valve over on that and actually leveled it off, because when I was down it was actually leaning back over, which is not great for an Autopot system, so because it needs to be on level ground. So that shouldn't empty the tank. It's been good all day. So we'll have a look at the tank. I filled it up earlier on and it is still full, so that's absolutely fantastic. It's lovely warm water in there as well. And this is the tank that I've actually purchased. I was saying before there, the 47 litre tank, which actually comes with the grommet and everything on. So I've got another one of them to set up for the 6-pot system I'm going to sort out in the bottom greenhouse. So in here is done. I want to get some more stones for the inside of here. It's already warmer in there already, and you feel the heat difference when you come outside. Riley has been good. It's all right, son. I've just seen your name. What you been doing? He's been de-weeding out in here, which has been great, and he's also been over here and he's getting all of these onions planted out as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So we've got them onions in. I've still got to put them garlic in down the side, but that will come. Look at the blossom on this pear tree. I'm worried because it's going to get cold over the next week, so I'm hoping that the temperatures aren't too cold, so that these don't drop off and die, because I would like some pears this year. That would be great. Apples, I've got a bit of blossom coming on. Realistically, I need to get this all pruned back and everything. I should have done it there Christmas time, December time, winter time, but it is what it is. We've got some, we do have some flowers coming through, more tulips coming through. Daffodils are nearly finished. The new tulips are coming through as well, which they look lovely. These are the new ones here. They're very tall, them. I do miss the yellow and red ones going down the back, but it is what it is. I'll just have to sow and plant some more next season, but that's all looking good. Everything else in here is limed, so I've limed here, so this will be another task I need to get done, get these cabbage out. So I've put the lime in here. I'm going to water it in and then get planted out, and hopefully the club root doesn't bother coming back with the help from the lime. So these are the 6 onions I'm going to put into that Autopot system down at the bottom once I get it all done and sorted. When I get back, Riley's got himself a little greenhouse. I've bought him today, and he's going to get some tomatoes put in. I need to get rid of these tomatoes because they need to be potted up ASAP. Kieran's taking his, Riley's going to take his, and then I'm probably going to have spares, so I'll see if I'll get them sold. So yeah, it's been a very busy week and a busy day today as well, and the fun doesn't stop there. We've still got plenty to be getting on with, still stuff to be potting out, still stuff to sow actually. It'll be coming time to sow for the giant tomatoes and cucumbers shortly, as well as the marrows and pumpkins. So we'll clear out the shed 1 minute, and I've got to bloody fill a pack up again the next, but I've got plenty compost there ready to go, and I've also got my baskets and everything ready to go with the compost I've got in the car. So like I say, I've still got tons to do. Luckily, got a bit of time coming off in the next few weeks, so we should get a lot of that done by then. But that's me done, that's us done, we're all done. I'm shattered. Are you tired? No, your back hurting?
No,
You liar, you've cried all after. Oh, it's been crying all after. I knew his back's been hurting, bless you. No, I had a good time. Right, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving your comments. Like I say, I've tried to get back to every single one of them. And thanks everybody who's watched us back. I'll take care and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Bye, Riley.
Bye.
Bye.